Hello, welcome. It is that time of year again where summer just feels so close. I'm Jason Weiner.
I'm Fulani.
I'm Colin.
And I'm aidan.
This is an extremely stressful time for college students, but I just want to let you know that we are all experiencing this stress. Soon enough, we will be on the beach with a nice cold drink in our hands.
Yeah, I'm a freshman. My first year has been kind of stressful. It's a lot different than high school, but I'm kind of getting used to it. Exams have been a lot, but just trying to push through it, and hopefully next year it'll be better.
To get rid of my stress, I've been doing a lot of talking to my friends, reading a lot more, just trying to kind of distract myself when I get stressed. It's probably not the best way to get rid of it, but it works.
I'm working at a summer camp, so I'm just trying to make some dough. So it is what it is.
To get ready for final exams, I've been in study groups, I've been helping study with my friends, just really trying to not fall behind and procrastinate. Some people tend to skip class, so trying to just stay on top of it.
So, Jason, how do you deal, would you say, with the stress of final exams and the end of the semester as a whole?
I think the most important thing is to not get overwhelmed and to relax, because sometimes people let the final exams get the best of them.
Do you feel like that might be much harder said than done?
Definitely, but I just like to take a walk if I'm feeling stressed, and then you just have to be prepared. Studying in segments and not cramming it in before the day before is really important. I feel like I'm so close to being done. The finish lines are right there, so it's hard getting ready because I know I'm going to graduate. So it's just hard to study and get the motivation to do well in these final exams.
Do you have any advice for seniors?
I think that just to push through is the main thing, and to see because you're so close to your end goal and you're so close to getting a job that you just want to finish out strong, and you'll regret if you just slack these past couple of weeks. So I just think trying to finish out strong would be the most important strategy. We'll be right back, and when we return, we will see how some upperclassmen are getting ready for finals and their summer plans.
With semesters across the country coming to a close and summer on the horizon, upperclassmen at LaSalle are finding ways to relieve their stress and prepare for the summer. Let's take a look. This semester, Newman Hall has been pretty quiet due to upperclassmen living in singles. However, I got a chance to interview some of the upperclassmen and ask them about their semester and summer plans.
I'm really looking forward to getting back to work. I think since we're almost done, my motivation has been pretty drained, but I'm trying to power through it and I want to finish strong.
The hardest part about this semester was most likely, I feel like it's for everyone, but finals or midterms. Just stressing out over studying, getting everything ready for the end of the year. I recently just got an RA job, and I'm just excited to be able to get a hint of what I'm going to be doing in the fall semester of 2022.
I think I did everything right as far as my study habits and stuff like that.
Overall, it seems like the upperclassmen have a very positive outlook on the next semester.
I am going to miss some things about Newman. I like the community that we grew, but I'm excited to try something different in a new building, maybe make a new community. So
I think this was overall just a really good first year.
I am very excited to become an RA next year, and really it's just, getting to help build a community in whichever building that I end up getting placed into, and just being able to help out people whenever they need.
It seems like people have been able to manage their stress pretty well. It's good to know finals are almost over.
I plan to go up to my family's lake house up in northern PA. Just hang out, go on the lake, kind of bask in the sun, if you would, and just kind of, hang out.
I also love going to the beach. Like every summer, I usually stay down Wildwood for at least a couple weeks. So this summer, I'm looking forward to, and then once we get done school, just chill down Wildwood for a couple weeks.
Wildwood has like the best deep fried Oreos. They're so good. Highly recommend.
On the boardwalk?
Yep. I hope to have some time to go to the beach. I didn't get to last summer, so that would be a lot of fun.
I think it'd be interesting, like, having less of kind of like COVID influence on the summer, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it was so hard the last 2 summers because you couldn't leave the house. And I think now, given that a lot of those mandates are lifted and relaxed, it'll definitely be a more inclusive summer in terms of breathing.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we explore the LaSalle Theater program and how some students are avoiding burnout.
With finals coming up, many students tend to eat unhealthy due to the stress. Although finals can be stressful, eating unhealthy can lead to a lot of health issues in the future. Make sure to take care of your mental health during finals.
This year, the LaSalle Theater Program is back in action from the pandemic. The theater program was not able to put on an official show, but they did a few black box theater productions with a few student-written plays.
LaSalle University's theater program, The Mask, has been putting on shows since 1929. Due to the pandemic, The Mask had to shut down, but this year, the theater program is back open for show business.
I helped with the production Young Frank. I helped with And Then There Were None before we unfortunately closed, and I also helped with Mavericks and this show.
A lot of work and dedication goes into putting on shows, from sets to music to sound and lighting. It takes a lot of work.
It's pretty time consuming, especially if you're like a leadership position in tech. It's like every day. For me, for the stage manager, I go to all the rehearsals, and then I try to go to most of the tech nights. So it's like every day at least.
When it's finally over, all the hard work and dedication pays off. LaSalle's theater program has come back stronger from the pandemic than ever before.
Next year, The Mask is planning on putting a musical in the fall and a play in the spring. The musical will be Rent, and the play will be Dropout.
So what's your role in the theater program?
So I did the lighting. I did like the spotlight for the theater program this year. So it was pretty fun. Took a lot of work, but in the end it paid off.
What was?
It's hard.
Yeah, it's actually not as hard as they make it out, but
I heard that there was like a lot of like math involved.
no, I didn't learn.
When I was in high school, they used to tell me like, oh, lighting is like a whole a whole thing. It's like you're gonna have to like know all these like formulas and calculations, and I was like, why?
Yeah, not
It's a
really.
lot.
I mean, it can be a bit complicating, but I did the spotlight, which is kind of easy. So
Yeah.
What was the show on this year?
they did student-written plays, so they didn't do like an actual production, but it's just like a couple students written a couple plays, and they put them on. So they were pretty good.
Nice, nice.
And that's The Mask, right?
Yeah, The Mask, the theater program. Yeah.
Would you ever want to be, in a production?
Probably not. I'm more of like a behind-the-scenes guy. So.
That's true.
We'll be right back after one last break, and when we come back, how some students are avoiding burnout.
Hello, my name is Aidan and welcome to the end of the semester. Have you ever experienced end of semester burnout, where the last thing you want to do are your assignments? If so, you aren't alone. Studies show that burnout is temporary and you will get through it and enjoy a relaxing summer. Each year, at the end of the semester, various students experience academic burnout. With the semester finally almost upon us, various students are going to discuss how they deal with burnout and if they feel it is just a myth or the real thing.
So yeah, I'm a freshman, and I think burnout is definitely a thing. I think exams and stuff can be stressful.
I'm feeling pretty okay about the end of the semester. I have some projects which are pretty complicated and then some presentations which are causing me some anxiety.
But as long as you get it done with, that's all that matters.
Overall, I think it will be a pretty successful end of the semester.
Yeah, burnout is definitely a thing. It definitely gets to you throughout the semester, especially towards the end of the semester. All the assignments just pile up, and the burnout definitely gets to you.
Although this semester has been a tough one, I know you'll all be able to persevere and come out stronger than you ever knew. So are there any ways that you guys cope with kind of like a senioritis, or I know some of you aren't seniors, but more of like a burnout, like an academic burnout where you're kind of lazy and you don't really want to do your assignments?
For me personally, I'll just like look at like qualifications for jobs, and a lot of them are like they require a certain GPA.
So that motivates you?
Yeah, so I'll definitely keep my mindset that I can't let my GPA drop.
Yeah.
That's like a valuable thing, because like when you're applying for a job, there's so many people that are just qualified for the job and they're so close. So like every point your GPA is up, that makes a big difference.
Yeah. And then for you guys that aren't seniors, what do you think kind of helps you cope with academic burnout?
I think just knowing that like I'm so close to the finish line as a junior and that soon enough I can go to grad school or find a job in my field. I just have to get through one more year is looking better than 3 or 4, so.
That's true.
I think it's a bit harder when you're a freshman and just coming into college, but I try and think about the end goal. Like I want a degree, that's why I'm here. So I just try and keep my mind focused on what my end goal is.
Cool. We hope you enjoyed the show and are looking forward to a phenomenal summer.
It was interesting talking about like final exams and burnouts and getting like perspective from other students on it.
Yeah.
Especially like you guys aren't you guys still got a couple more years.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like we have a different outlook on like
For sure.
burnout, final
For sure.
exams.